Sophie Cunningham knee injury raises alarm as Indiana Fever remains silent on Stargard's condition. The Indiana Fever's thrilling 99-93 overtime victory over the Connecticut Sun on August 17 was marred by a chilling moment that left fans stunned. Guard Sophie Cunningham collapsed in pain after a collision in the second quarter. As speculation mounts, the team's continued silence about her condition has sparked growing anxiety among supporters. Cunningham, a pivotal figure in Indiana's recent surge, went down clutching her right knee following contact with Connecticut's Bria Hartley. Trainers rushed to her side, and she was eventually helped off the court without putting weight on the injured leg. She did not return to the game, and post-match, head coach Stephanie White offered only a brief update stating that Sophie would undergo an MRI on Monday. No further details have been released since. Sophie Cunningham knee injury update. What we know so far. The absence of official information surrounding Sophie Cunningham's injury has fueled public concern. While it is known that an MRI was scheduled, Indiana Fever has yet to release any results or timelines for recovery. This has left fans in limbo, unsure whether Cunningham will be available for the team's next game against the Minnesota Lynx this Friday. The fact that neither the coaching staff nor the franchise's social media channels have issued a clear medical update has led to rising frustration. Fans have flooded Instagram and Twitter with comments pleading for clarity. Many have expressed fear that the injury could be season-ending, especially given how severe Cunningham's pain appeared on court. MRI scans are typically used to assess ligament or structural damage. Depending on the diagnosis, ranging from a mild sprain to a torn ACL, the recovery period could span from a few weeks to several months. Until results are confirmed, her return remains doubtful. Why Sophie Cunningham's injury is a blow to the Fever. Cunningham, 29, has been one of the key contributors for Indiana this season. Known for her physical style and sharp perimeter shooting, she was averaging 9.2 points per game and shooting over 44% from three-point range prior to her injury. Her aggressive defense and veteran leadership also bring intangible value to a young and evolving squad. Her injury comes at a critical point in the season. The Fever have already been grappling with multiple key absences, including Caitlin Clark, Ari McDonald, and Sydney Colson. Cunningham's exit leaves the roster thin, especially in the backcourt, where rotations are now being stretched beyond comfort. Despite these setbacks, Indiana managed to complete its biggest comeback in franchise history, overturning a 21-point deficit against the Sun. Kelsey Mitchell led the charge with 38 points, highlighting the team's depth and resilience. However, the loss of Cunningham casts a long shadow over this achievement. Team silence fuels fan frustration. The Fever's decision to remain quiet about Sophie's condition is puzzling to many. While waiting for medical clarity is understandable, complete silence is often interpreted as a sign of bad news. Fans are growing restless, with many expressing that even a tentative update would be better than none. Comments like "Hope Sophie is well, but this silence is worrying, and every post I see from the Fever I hope it's about Sophie's injury" flood the team's social media pages. Some have gone as far as calling out the league's lack of transparency regarding player welfare. There's also criticism toward the officiating in the game. Cunningham's family and close associates have reportedly voiced concerns about how the play was handled, suggesting that more robust protective measures are needed in the WNBA. The Sophie Cunningham knee injury update remains uncertain, and with each passing day of silence from the Indiana Fever, concern only grows. Her MRI results will be pivotal in determining the trajectory of her recovery and whether she'll take the court again this season. What happened to Sophie Cunningham during the game? Sophie Cunningham suffered a right knee injury during the second quarter of the Indiana Fever vs Connecticut Sun game on August 17, 2025, after colliding with Bria Hartley. She did not return to the game. Has the team provided an update on her injury? No. As of now, the Indiana Fever have not released any further updates beyond saying that Cunningham would undergo an MRI on Monday. The silence has caused concern among fans. What is the likely outcome based on initial observations? While speculation varies, the severity could range from a minor sprain to a more serious ligament injury. Without MRI results, it is impossible to confirm. Will Sophie Cunningham play in the next Fever game? It is unlikely. With no update and the team preparing to face the Minnesota Lynx this Friday, her participation remains doubtful. Why is this injury significant for the Indiana Fever? Cunningham is one of the team's most consistent shooters and vocal leaders. Her absence could disrupt team chemistry and impact their playoff ambitions.